Welcome to the Microfinance Podcast. The Microfinance Podcast is produced by Microsave, market-led solutions for financial services, and is brought to you by Moving Planet Films.
This episode is produced by ShoreCap Exchange. This is another edition of Microfinance Podcast, and we're in Luxembourg at HR Forum organized by ShoreCap Exchange. And we asked Lynn Pickholz, the president of ShoreCap Exchange, to tell us a few words about the forum.
ShoreCap Exchange is a not-for-profit company that works with the investees of our sister company, ShoreCap International. We partner with 11 financial institutions in Africa, Asia, and Eastern Europe, ranging from Tajikistan to Mongolia to Kenya to India and Bangladesh. The biggest capacity constraint to the scaling up of microfinance institutions and small business banks is management capacity, and there's been a huge lack of focus on people talent. And there's also a huge divide between where the human resources managers often think the organization is and where the CEO and senior management team are. And so this was really a forum getting the HR managers and the senior management team together from all our partner banks.
Who are actually the participants, and what was your criteria of inviting these kind of people?
All the investees or partners of ShoreCap International, which are also our partners, ShoreCap Exchange is a capacity building organization, come. So there are around like 13 to 15 of those institutions. And then other peer banks. All the institutions are very fast-growing institutions facing a multitude of the same kind of issues in highly competitive kind of environments. And this was a way to bring them together with other peer like-minded institutions. And so usually about 60% of the institutions that come to peer forums are our long-term clients, and 30 to 40% often are other peer like-minded institutions facing the same kinds of issues that can learn and that can share their experience also.
The theme was chosen based on the fact that our partners are all growing at a tremendous pace, and managing human capital and developing the right people management policies and practices are of utmost importance, and it's an area where everybody thinks that they would like to know more about what others are doing, what's working for whom, how things are going. We also want to be able to listen to what our partners say. The topics that we pick for our forums are quite often around what needs have been expressed by our partner banks.
We're hoping that with the other participants we will learn the different ways that they have done, the challenges that they have faced, different ways that it has been handled. And I'm sure that we'll find some common grounds and different ways of looking at it.
This is a good chance and opportunity for us to exploit some knowledge about staff and talents, and especially the leadership.
Good thought goes into the planning from the ShoreCap Exchange team. What is a digestible topic that people can really roll up their sleeves on and dig deep into in the period of 2 to 3 days? But what you realize is that the issues that we encounter in our businesses are more the same than they are different.
The human resource function is the backbone, the spine on which any organization thrives or grows. You know, if you sever the backbone, you completely sever that human body.
During the forum, we started our discussions with a focus on aligning the HR practices of the organization with its business strategy and the direction it wants to proceed in.
One of the things that we've learned today is that it's really important for fit and strategy for people to make decisions from a strategy perspective.
What I have learned, the alignment thing, like the goal of the organization have to be set first, and then according to the goal, all other things like HR strategy and all other strategies should actually circle around that goal of the organization.
Our session focused on approaching recruitment in a systematic manner, analyzing the job market, and then using that knowledge to really leverage the culture and vision of the organization in what's being presented to candidates.
What I have learned yesterday is the recruitment process at the beginning need to be very robust, need to be very structured, otherwise you'll get the wrong people for the organization. So this is something that definitely will help us.
Retention is a very, very, very big issue Partner banks also struggle with figuring out enough engaging opportunities for growth and development for all their recruits so that they stay involved in the organization, they stay committed, they continue to identify with the vision and mission of the organization.
We have career planning, we have succession planning, we have promotions, we have rewards, we do all of these things. So we tie them all together, and hopefully this will encourage people to stay with us. For the middle level officers, I pull them out, I bring them to other task forces, I expose them to senior management.
Second aspect I learned is on the retention, which I liked, is how do we ensure that the attrition is lower? How do we ensure that the best talent is retained with you?
Performance management is a process that really captures all the various elements of the people management practices and policies that an institution has. We look at how to work at different aspects of the performance management process in such a way that it supports the growth and development of the different staff in the institution.
We had a very simpler performance management system earlier. But now it's time for us to actually create a much better performance management system, which we are working with our internal HR people as well as some external experts in coming and helping us to set up a complete HR performance management system.
All the participants are writing up a development plan over the 3 days where they talk about 3 sets of initiatives. The one that is some organization-wide initiative that they want to start based on some of the different things they learn at the forum. The second is a partnership between the 2 people that we've invited from each partner institution. And the third set of goals are around the individuals developing themselves in their own professional roles as managers and leaders.
We keep the relationship with those people because of those people who are engaged in the HR sphere for many years. That's what I need, actually. It's a big opportunity for me.
I learned that even if you have different teams, they still have to collaborate. For example, we have different departments, human resources department, and you have the business department. They still have to talk and to communicate in order to find the best way to do the work.
Lessons learned, no team is really a failure. The Johari window showed that actually team involvement can far exceed individual involvement or perceptions on attaining a goal.
It gave us the opportunity to see some of the issues that we're facing, that we are not only the ones left in the cold, but that these are general issues, facing similar organizations to ours. But more importantly, that there are solutions and there are recommendations, practical recommendations that we can take back.
I think this forum have exceeded my expectations.
They were really supporting, really focused, really helping one another. And so when I heard in the debrief that they brought that point up, I thought, oh good, so they weren't too tired to get one more thing.
Yeah, one more nugget. Yeah.
One more nugget.
Coaching each other, and that's a critical aspect of leadership.
In some instances, these institutions are rubbing shoulders next to each other in a particular marketplace, but yet one never feels a layer of competitiveness in the conversation. It really is a group of peers learning from one another and opening and sharing and engaging in reflection and thought. And I think that's a tribute to the composition of the group, the individuals who come here, but also to the ShoreCap Exchange team who really understand how to create that environment of safety, trust, openness, and dynamic learning.